Tens of thousands of students are going straight from university into long-term sickness in the UK after a steep rise in recent years driven by mental health problems, mostly due to the pandemic. It's postgraduate stress disorder. Congratulations, here's your diploma and here's a referral to a therapist. Actually, if only it worked like that. Based on the NHS waiting times, it's more like, here's your diploma, here's a 2-year waiting list for CBT therapy for 6 weeks, where the point is essentially, thoughts are not real. Are you cured yet? There are now a record 2.8 million people off work due to long-term sickness, up 700,000 since COVID. I went into a Reddit thread about this article with the expectation that the comments would be the classic things you hear in the media or in call-in radio shows. They're lazy, just get a job. Back in my day, we didn't have mental health sick leave. Actually, the comment section was pretty positive on the whole. It pointed out, it must absolutely suck to be told, go to uni, get a degree, only to come out and see that you can never afford a house. Wages are stagnating, jobs aren't hiring, and AI is going to take over whatever work you thought you could do anyway. All the meanwhile, social media is showing you influencers with ridiculously lavish lives, who essentially got there by winning the lottery 90% of the time. I know it's like, oh no, I worked really hard for my brand. No, you posted something and just by God, the algorithm said, okay, this one piece of content, viral, and that's it. If you play your cards right, you can be sorted for the rest of your life. Just start a podcast. I wonder who's doing that model. If you got any comments or thoughts on the story midway through, just please put them down below. Likes, follows, everything you got. It really helps me out. Imagine sitting there, reading your 40th rejection letter in a row from a company that wants 5 years experience in a software that's only 3 years old. Or getting a note from a bank saying that you're too much of a risk for a £600 a month mortgage, despite the fact you're paying double that on rent. And then to try and relax, you log on social media just for a moment's peace and you see an influencer touring their 12-bedroom mansion that they can afford because they filmed their kids unboxing toys, or they made themselves famous by trying on hauls from fast fashion landfill-filling sweat store manufacturers. So I imagine life would seem pretty hopeless. What is curious though is why has it hit Britain particularly bad with a 27% rise in sickness post-pandemic, whereas the rest of Europe hasn't seen any rise at all? And it's bad when Italy, where the national sport is taking a day off, has half the sickness rate we do. The government says that this will take time to fix, which feels like a nice way of saying we don't know how to fix it. UBI?